Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your April 2021 Virginia Gap love reading. Thanks to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, subscribed, and donated to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as the way the Virginia Gap spread works, is the cards on the left side represent your energy toward the connection with your main love interest. Cards on the right side represent their energy toward the connection. We'll get the past energies, present energies, future energies. Once we get through all those, we'll actually pull some oracle cards with some additional insight. That's where the Bridging the Gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, and on the right side we have the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as theirs. If you feel more like it's the other way around, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that away, we get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Princess of Staves. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Wands, and generally speaking, that's an energy of taking action towards something, usually it's a sincere and playful energy, but with this deck, it always stands out to me that it almost has more of the knight energy, because she's on the horse, and then it also stands out to me that she's moving away from the cards on the right side, but then she's also kind of looking back. So I don't know if that means that, maybe some of you might have been a bit intimidated around the energy with the connection, maybe you were really drawn to the person, so on the one hand, there was the heavy level of attraction, but also you might not have known how to deal with those emotions necessarily. For some of you, it could have even been, a thing where you were kind of hoping for them to chase you or something along those lines. That's what I'm seeing there, but hopefully one of those things resonates. Past energy on their side, we have Temperance. So this is actually the major arcana card for Sagittarius. Excuse me. So could just be saying that, they might have had a very independent streak to them. So maybe that was where, you might have felt like you didn't necessarily know how to approach them. But it definitely looks like they had the independent streak. Could just be saying that they were doing their own thing. And, maybe, again, if you were moving away from the connection, they might have taken that as a sign, that they weren't too bothered by it. They just kind of went along and did their own thing, too. Because we also see her back is turned to the cards on that side, too. All right, present energy. We have the Princess of Coins. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles. And to me, this represents some growth, where I feel like this is saying in the past, you might have had a lot of passion toward this person, but I feel like here, those feelings have grown into more of a desire for something more long-term and stable with this person. But again, I'm not necessarily picking up on if you guys are necessarily communicating that, because again, we do see her back turned. And in the background, we see those trees that, look like they're losing some life. So to me, that represents that, this could have been something you've been sitting on for a really long time, but not necessarily taking action on. All right, present energy on their side. We had a few cards come up. We have the Knave of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, actually same energy you guys have as well. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. Three of Wands, which is Aries energy, and Eight of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. So for most of you, I feel like what this could be saying is, they have a similar approach as well, to where they kind of want something more stable. And in the past year, and looking at this energy, it could just be saying that they might want to meet up for drinks to kind of, really just kind of take the edge off and see what's really going on, just have a discussion about where you guys are at emotionally. Looks like there is a desire for stability there. They might kind of float the idea, but I don't necessarily think that they're going to be too pushy about it, because with the Three of Wands, usually that represents the waiting for your ships to come in energy. So they might express that that's what they're looking for, but then they'll kind of leave the ball in your court. But I feel like this is saying that there will be a lot of communication either way. So that's what I'm picking up on there. And you can be dealing with the Sagittarius now, given that we've seen Sagittarius energy twice on their side. And future energy on your side, we have the Seven of Staves. So this is actually Leo energy here, which is your third house of communication. And I can see this playing out a couple different ways. For one, it could just be saying, again, if you guys are really just stuck in your head around this whole situation and they do kind of come forward in a bit more of an aggressive way, like, hey, what's the deal? This could just be saying that you guys might be a bit taken aback by that, because maybe you didn't expect them to come forward that way. So it could just be saying you're a bit guarded in that sense. But for others of you, what this could just be saying too is that I feel like this is, you guys might have to defend yourself around a certain situation. If that's the case, Seven of Staves in the upright usually would represent that you would be able to do so successfully. But as for why I think that's the case, the future energy on their side is the Four of Chalices, and this is the Four of Cups. And really, what always stands out to me with the artwork in this card is just their body language. It looks a little shady, right? We see like scissors there, so it could just be saying that you might have to watch out for outside interference in a connection, where maybe there are people spreading rumors. Or to be fair, if you are taking forever to make up your mind as to what you want to do with this person, and if they do come forward to you, this could just represent, someone else might be trying to get into the picture as well. So if you are dragging your feet, definitely keep that in mind. But yeah, more than anything, I feel like this is definitely the potential for other people to interfere in the connection and try to separate the two of you. So definitely be on the lookout for that. I mean, unfortunately, it's on their side, so there's nothing that you can do about it unless they also watch the video. But, that's what I'm seeing there. And at the bottom of the deck, on your side, we have the Eight of Coins. And this is actually Virgo energy. And this could just be saying, on the one hand, maybe you were just really wrapped up in your work, so you didn't have much time to give to the connection. For some of you, this could even just be saying that you've been working on yourselves, quite literally, trying to improve yourselves. And, that could have been why you weren't necessarily putting a whole lot of energy into the connection. I will say the good thing is beneath that, we do see the Prince of Coins. So that's actually the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles. So I mean, it's still a slow-moving energy, but at least it's a step up from the Page of Coins energy we see there. So looks like you guys might actually finally take action. But again, like I said, for those of you, if they really do come forward to you and let you know what they're thinking, what they want, if you're still dragging your feet, just be on the lookout that there could definitely be someone else that's interested in them as well. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the High Priestess. So usually this is an energy of someone who's a bit withdrawn, they really rely on their intuition, have a pretty solid grasp over their emotions as well. But again, with her back turned here, could just be saying that for some of you, it could be them who's being a bit secretive as well. So definitely watch out for that. We'll see. Hopefully the Oracle cards can clear this up a little bit more, because like I said, it looks something seems a little off with that Four of Cups energy, but we'll see what we get. Alright, so first we'll see if we get anything from off a Moonlight deck here. And I did pre-shuffle this deck. What I'm looking for is just some jumpers. So first I'll be looking for unspoken messages from you to them and then from them to you. But if we shuffle for a while without anything coming up, then I'll take that as a sign to move on to the next Oracle deck. But sometimes we get additional messages here, so we'll see if we get anything. Alright, nothing there, so we'll see if we get any from them to you now. Nope, nothing there either. So we'll move on to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And the same situation here as far as I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but here we're just looking for one card with general advice and we'll wrap up. Okay, that one. Guys got TikTok. There's the artwork, and the number is 30. All right, let's see what it says. Okay, it says timelessness, divine timing, immeasurable time. The Oracle's message. When humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire, so release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are right here, right now, and always show up when you need them, right on time. So, pretty positive message there. And that could be pointing to what I was saying as far as the bit of stagnation that I felt in your energy with that Princess of Coins energy, where, like I said, it looks like you have that desire to pursue something more stable with this person, but for whatever reason, it looks like you might be dragging your feet around that. So hopefully that resonated with you if that's the case. The relationship message says love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycles have their own timetable. Some things are preordained and cannot be coerced. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters that are. Remember that you always have enough time for love, to find it, to nurture it, to give and receive it. Its clock is eternal and ticks according to the beating of your heart in perfect rhythm. Isn't that wonderful to know? Love is always right on time. So, pretty solid message there as well. And, like I said, it definitely could be a timing thing, although I will say, again, I did feel for some of you that if this person really does come forward to you and let them know, hey, this is what I'm feeling, right? It looks like you guys are kind of on the same page, except it looks like they're a little bit more prone to take action. Just keep in mind that if you guys still drag your feet around that for whatever reason, it looks like there could be some outside interference in the mix as well. So definitely keep that in mind. But hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.